Hello, welcome to Bingy. I'm Kron. I'm here with Alpha. We both have played in a bingo tournament before, and we're looking forward to this lockout between TAIGA and CERPIN.
Exactly. Kron and I will be your hosts today, pretending to know what we're doing.
Alright, and yeah, we're ready to start whenever the players are. I think we can count down whenever, is that right?
I think CERPIN is currently not in King's Pass yet, so we will need a moment for that. After that, countdown, and we're good to go, yes.
Alright, and you got this, Alpha.
Sure, I can count us down. Okay, so players ready, I assume. Yeah, good luck, have fun. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
A little bit of this. Alright.
Okay, and now the players have moved VCs, so we are free to talk. Okay, so what are we talking about first? Board?
Board, yeah, I think board is interesting first, and then while we get later, we can start talking about specific things that people are doing. So, on the board, we do have, so normal things that we look for are dive goals, dream mail goals, disc goals, and potential early game goals. Most interesting ones usually are dive goals, because dive is the kind of thing that you want to avoid, but if there's a lot with it, it's good to get. What I'm seeing is Fluke Marm, we have Soul Eater, Soul Catcher, and I think that's about it. So it looks like Dive's not that good on this board. Anything that's standing out to you? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, this is the restream room, so I am free to mark goals, and it will not be disrupting the players. Fluke Marm and Soul Eater, Soul Catcher require dive, and it kind of goes well with 2 Soul Warriors and Rancid Eggs in general, but it's not, like, required for either. Yeah, I dislike dive at a first glance. Like, if you're trying to go dive, you're probably looking at column 1, and even that is completely blockable. Like, 1 extra soul vessel, 4k geo, this is not something you ever seriously consider. Okay, so, Dreamnail goals. I guess we count map pins as Dreamnail goal. It's not technically Dreamnail lock, you can get Trampass instead. Talk to Hornet is definitely Dreamnail locked. What else?
Soul Eater, Soul Catcher is Dreamnail, and Child is. So really, not a lot of requirements on this board. I think we have more shit. Like, we have an equal-ish amount of Shade Cloak. We have Shade Cloak, Trader Lord, Sharp Shadow on this board. We have more Shade Cloak goals than we do have dive goals.
Wait, yeah, that's true. That's crazy.
Which is funny. So this will end up being, like, there's not a lot of early goals that can be, like, line rush, so it looks like we'll probably be getting a late game board here. Early game we have, like, Lifeblood Heart Jonies, Vengefly King, Massive Moss Charger, Monarch Wings.
Wait, let's just look at C-Dash goals for a moment. I'm actually curious. Nosk is technically trans-dashable, but I don't think either player knows that trans-dash. I'm not actually sure.
I think both of them might, I think.
Yeah, maybe it's possible for either of them.
Yeah.
People don't usually go for that. Wings is C-Dash locked.
Yeah.
This is not technically C-Dash locked, but it's like...
Most people are gonna get it, yeah.
It's effectively C-Dash locked, yes. Mimics is C-Dash locked, actually.
Yeah. Technically not, you can do colors, but yeah.
Yes, that is also
then,
a technicality that's not
there are so many technicalities for all of these, but 3QG grub just basically C dash. 2 Soul Warriors requires Elegant Key, which is shot, which is in peak.
Although you can get that from Colo as well, so
Hollow 3 for 2 Soul Warriors, of course.
Ooh, this is a tricky one. I actually remember this because of the puzzle board I made for HK9Y. Upgrade Grimchild once is C- locked because of the Mimic Flame.
Yep. But yeah, it looks like we have both players skip False Knight, which is very expected. There's not really anything on this board that you want False Knight for. And we're gonna most likely should almost certainly see both of them pick up Soul Catcher after killing the Balder.
Yes.
In Green
Picking
Path,
up Soul Catcher is standard practice because QOL gets rid of the long pickup cutscene and it's just like useful to have. Overall, never hurts.
In Green Path, we're going to be looking at Vengefly King getting killed. We don't really have anything else Green Path related, so we have Upgrade Grimchild, which is kind of Green Path, but you don't really, necessarily taking the time to open the stag and get the extra money isn't always worth it with a long goal like Upgrade Grimchild anyway. So I'm not really expecting either player to unlock the stag. But we'll see.
I would agree with that, yes. This does not seem like there is any real reason to be getting that stag. Even Massive Moss Treasure, you would most likely go there from Queen Stag.
Yeah.
So what else is there? Actually, let's look at left side access. Is Queen Station important here?
I would definitely say so. We have Mimics, we have Hive Blood, we have Zone Deep Nest, Hornet Hera. We have a lot of things that you want to go to Deep Nest for.
Queen's Garden, QG, Trader Lord even, Sharp Shadows, Deep Nest Sold. I would count MMC as a left side goal in this sense.
I'm not necessarily against them skipping Queen's Station and going from for the Queen's Garden and Fog Canyon map and unlocking the Stag then. It lets you get a little bit of a lead towards C- and on that goal anyway that you want. So I'd be interested to see if both of them or either of them go for it. But yeah, so we're entering Green Path now. And we'll see what they plan on doing.
I'm very curious. This is kind of a hard board to read for me. I don't see an immediate plan, which is not that normal for me. Like,
yeah, this is definitely a pretty disconnected board all around. Even all the Deep Nest stuff, you really it's not necessarily things that you're doing in one trip. Obviously, Sharp Shadow is obviously Shade Cloak locked. Hive Blood is all the way past Tram. So realistically, you have one goal in Deep Nest on a first visit with Rescue Zote or with Nos. I'm not seeing anything line rushable either.
Actually, it's time for my signature outlandish line idea. Top left, bottom right.
I would definitely say that's a bit outlandish, but let's hear it.
You get to Queens, you immediately climb to MMC, get this goal, and then you can even go immediately from Lantern to Joni's Blessing, and suddenly your opponent is either doing Dive or Shade Cloak.
I'm not even opposed to just I don't know I don't think either of them are super comfortable with the Joni's Dark Room, but even rushing this as your first thing is pretty scary as you're going against it. You might panic and have to do Dive instead of taking Lantern and getting C- right away, but
Also, the thing with Flugmarm, I don't know how many people who don't really play the game are watching. Flugmarm is difficult unless you have equipment. So, if you're going into Flugmarm without at least Nail 2, maybe Shade Soul, which both of them, those are on the board, so valid to have those. But if you're going into Flugmarm without those, you better know exactly what you're doing, or you're going to be chain dying. So this is, I would say, probably one of the worst dive goals to be on a line that you need to be blocking, because you need to gamble more on the timing of when you go and actually block it, since you need to go out of your way for damage, unless you're like prawn. So
looks like we do have Serp finishing off Hornet, and it looks like TAIGA just entered the fight just a few seconds ago. The stream delay is a little bit weird with TAIGA's stream, but yeah, just finished the fight as well. Looks like TAIGA is about 100 geo richer than Serp is right now. So we're most likely looking at a guaranteed Queen Station stag from TAIGA, maybe not from Serp.
yes, and I would say the runners are reasonably synced at this point. There is not a massive hand advantage on either side. CERPIN does seem to be noticeably faster, but not so much so that it becomes unplayable for TAIGA.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit, because I think TAIGA started a little bit after CERPIN.
Yes.
So I think we're a little bit closer than we think it seems.
Yes, exactly.
We are seeing a Leg Eater bench here, which indicates that we are going to get Queen Station stag enough from both players. And I don't think there's anything we want to do after Claw besides just leaving. Sometimes there is like Bretto or Dashmaster on the board, but this time I think we're just going to be immediately leaving and going towards Queen Station.
I would expect so, yes. There is also no reason for lever route that I can remember from this. There is no Mantis Lords or anything. Yeah, probably just the most straight up Alyssa route ever, if I had to guess.
Yeah, so we'll see if one of them wants to immediately cash in Massive Moss Charger, get that 300 Geo in the goal, or if we're going to see both of them just go, put it off till later. But yeah, both of them getting a nice E-Pogo. Yep.
Boomer Pogo from both of them, correct. That is very nice that both of them hit it. CERPIN getting a very nice Pacifist Mantis Pogo, and TAIGA got a very nice any percent Mantis Pogo as well.
Yep, so very clean by both players so far.
Yep. Handing is extremely clean so far, I would say. No major tricks missed that I saw.
Yep. We're gonna see them go down to Shroomlungers, get this Charm Notch, get the extra Geo.
I'm very curious what these players decide to do on this board. This seems like a board where making decisions like that would be very difficult.
Yes, definitely with the newer braining in Lockout, this kind of board is one where you kind of just have to pick something and just kind of do it, because there's a lot of things. There's just a lot of one-off things, like out of nowhere kind of deal.
Yep. I feel like this is going to be the kind of board that just becomes incredibly unbalanced. Like one person gets a goal and is just immediately scary, you don't know how to block it, and then it just immediately gets out of hand.
Yeah, making sure to keep your head cool, understanding what you need to do to fix your position. Definitely a tough skill to have.
Yep, that is one of the most difficult things in Lockout, I would personally say. It's also what we've been focusing on a lot with CERPIN during mentoring. I was Serp's mentor, so I have taught her to be on the lookout for lines and how to figure out how she wants to block them. I hope that lesson stuck. We'll see.
We do have TAIGA going up for Massive Moss Charger here, where Serp is not. So Serp's going to be making back a little bit of time on progression, and TAIGA will be getting this goal.
Yes. But also, CERPIN is just going for Relic. He is just going straight to C-Dash apparently, which I agree with, honestly. This feels like a very reasonable play on this board. You do leave VFK MMC for your opponent, but it's completely fine. This is a very valid play. This is probably what I would be doing.
Yep, we gain about 40-ish seconds, 45 to a minute here with going up towards MMC versus not doing it. We make back a little bit of that time not having to get an extra journal, because you get an extra 300 geo here. We do see that mark on the board. So Serp will know exactly where TAIGA is at this point. We'll pretty much know the exact route that TAIGA took up to this point. And Serp finishing off the Grouse Mother, and will be Shadeskipping.
Yep. So, something interesting is now VFKMMC is gone. So, if you're Serpin on this board, you now have 2 lines that you need to block. Actually, 3. Namely, row 4 and column 4. How do you block those? I'm personally expecting her to go for Monarch Wings. Simply because that is a C- goal, gives movement, is just generally a not bad goal, also blocks one of the lines. And for column 4, good question. I personally don't know what I would be doing for column 4. Maybe even rescue Zodin Deep Nest to help her with King's Idols, because the Zod Arena has a King's Idol.
I do like blocking column 4 with Rescue Zod. You're able to pick up Tramp Pass as well, gets you a little bit of priority on High Flood. Can maybe even just bench down there, get Zod, get Tramp Pass, and do Nos, and get the second Paylor in Basin into Monarch Wings potentially. Obviously, a lot has to go right to get all 4 of those, but just as a general game plan, I think that is pretty decent. Gets rid of a lot of your downsides of not getting this early mark.
I would agree. Sounds very reasonable.
Yep, so Serp entering City while TAIGA does the Shade Skip. I believe both of them bought Shaman Stone, where you can do.
Yep. Both of them should have Shaman Stone.
And Serp, as we expect, did skip Dreamnail.
Yep. Agreed with that play. Especially since if you are rescuing Zodin Deep Nest, which is probably a reasonable play here, you can get Tramp Pass quickly, which also gives you the 6 map pins goal, as we talked about earlier.
Yep, and TAIGA agreeing we're skipping Dreamnail as well.
Yep, that's about what I expected. Although, now that I think about it, you could rush column 4,
Rushing column 4 is a little bit spooky. I think if you do that without C-Dash, you're just losing to King's Idols. Potentially, you're gonna get map pins, you're gonna get Rescue Zone if you go for it right away. But you don't really have access to a 3rd King's Idol unless we're going all the way to Cliffs to get a 3rd.
yes,
and that also means that we have to enter Peak anyway.
Oh yeah, yep.
So yeah, don't think a column 4 rush is that good, because we want to do your opponent wants to get 3 King's Idols anyway. It's not a bad goal to be forced into, and
yes,
it just puts you
3
behind.
King's Idol. Speaking of 3 King's Idol, what is there in terms of geo goals that we have? We have, I would say, 1 extra Soul Vessel is a geo
4K.
goal.
We have 4K, which is very nice for geo routing. We know exactly what we want to spend money for. Map pins, money, mail
Simple keys I would probably count.
Yeah, simple keys
I
on
guess
this type of board you just want, yeah.
This technically costs a bit of geo. Yeah, this, not that geo-heavy a board, but it doesn't hurt to have 3 King's Idols for geo. That's probably never bad.
Serp having a little bit of struggle on left side Raptors, but we made it up eventually. So we lost a little bit of time Taiga being able to make it up now. We are still ahead, so it is Serp's decision on what she wants to do first with prio towards C-Dash.
Yep, and I'm curious about Taiga's Rafters as well.
Missing right side. We see if we get left side here. And looks like
yep,
we do
looks good.
Left
Nice.
side.
And on CERPIN side, we're climbing.
We'll see what this is leading to. I'd be surprised if this was dive. This might just be for a simple key. This going left does lean towards it being a simple key.
I wouldn't hate a simple key. Probably not what I would be doing, but I guess I don't hate it.
We're also not sure what we're doing.
Taiga is also going up.
Yeah,
oh, for the rancid egg. Okay, that makes sense.
Very reasonable. So that means that Taiga is going to be prioritizing eggs when going into peak. We're going to get the 1 from Sly, the 2 in peak.
Assuming he knows the object logo to get up to the dive entrance egg.
Alright, Serp getting into the room. A little bit of a spooky one. We had enough soul to kill everything, so we're happy. And we are playing forward still.
Probably just opening the stag.
Yeah.
Also, opening this stag isn't actually even that bad because it gives you fast access to an extra soul vessel.
Yeah. Just thinking
I'm not sure I agree, but I don't hate this.
Yeah, so we are almost exact on money. We're 26 video over. A little bit spooky there. All works out.
It's calculated. Serpin is smart. She knows what she's doing.
And yeah, Taiga getting this, going for this egg. Missing the jump. We'll see if we want to try it. I assume we will. So this will give a little. We'll give some time for Serp to catch up. And kind of balances out with getting storerooms and this egg here. So you're gonna. I think Serp is thinking that she'll be in a better spot with this tag open and giving up 2 goals.
Honestly, reasonably so. I don't hate storeroom stack here.
See if I can get this 3rd try. Looks like we did miss it again, which is kind of rough.
Fortunate. And Serpin is skipping the egg. That's
yeah.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, didn't get the first egg either, passing them. So
yes,
it seemed like that was part of their plan.
No, we are going to Darkroom egg. I'm assuming this is the egg because I don't see much of a reason to be here otherwise.
Yeah.
Oh,
a little bit interesting. Taiga gave up on the egg actually. Didn't even go for Darkroom egg afterwards. So that's actually going to be interesting if Serp can take that goal or not, with the amount of time that Taiga did put into it already. Serp having a little bit of trouble with this stroke. Got up, and...
Is going around this way faster? No way, right? We just go back Darkroom.
I think it's about even, depending on movement. But like, it's pretty negligible, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds about reasonable.
And we get Shopkeeper's Key on the Taiga side, and going through God Cycle Room on Serp's side.
Do you think either of them are going to kill the Mimic now?
I would be surprised if either of them killed the Mimic now. We do have wings on the board, which is just an easier way to get the mimic, and we also kind of want to prioritize other goals instead of partial goals with the mimic. Unless our plan is to just go directly into Deep Nest to get the fourth mimic.
Ooh, that's a bad dong for TAIGA.
Yeah. Making it back through. Should be fine. We're on 3 HP. Not in too much of a bad position.
And he doesn't hit the usual cycle, but he gets through it. Okay, good.
No huge problems. And
we do not want to see a sea-beak incident. That would not be good. And CERPIN is in the safe room now. If this comes down to a Monarch Wings race, which I think it might, this seems somewhat fair-ish. TAIGA has a head start. We'll see how that ends up. But no, TAIGA is
not
going
Wings.
Queens.
This does look like Deep Nest, which I do like.
I don't hate it, but it's... I would be going for nail 2 first, probably. Nail 2, kill 2 Soul Warriors, get damage first, then you can do Nosk much easier. It's not bad. It's not my personal favorite play.
I think, unless Serp wanted this, like, immediately went for these King's Idols, this row 4 pressure is going to be really hard after TAIGA gets Rescue Zoe and Map Pins.
Yep.
Because if Serp doesn't prioritize King's Idols soon, then TAIGA will have 2 from, one from Peak and one from Zode Arena. So if Serp just goes straight for the King's Idol and Serp starts at the same time, TAIGA will have the lead and only needs one of the ones from edge.
Yes,
we are killing the mimics, makes sense.
Careful with those mimics, please. Those mimics are deceptively difficult if you don't have damage.
You don't expect it a lot of the time, but they can certainly be a little bit problematic to kill. And Serp opening up waterways.
They don't take long back, they have a surprising amount of HP, they can cause way more problems than you realize initially.
Serp is going through killing these enemies. Not sure what we're trying to get exactly. We did already have enough money for Elegant Key to get Soul Warriors.
I'm curious where Serp is going.
I think we're just getting Shade Soul. Almost close to death on TAIGA's side. Just barely squeaking past on that cycle.
And we are into the hot spring. Okay, not even close. Never worry.
Alright, we'll see.
Nothing would ever happen.
TAIGA wants to bench here. I couldn't tell the stream did pause, so I think we didn't. But I could be wrong.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah, so
we'll see.
Probably, after we pick up Trick, that'll know.
Probably so, yes. I would not expect him to keep going anywhere after Shrampas. I don't see much of a reason to.
Yeah, the only thing you can really do if outside of that is maybe open Deep Nest Stag, and get yourself a little bit of a head start on Cornet at Hera.
CERPIN does indeed seem to be going for 2 Soul Warriors.
Yeah, I like this. Getting damage early is nice.
Yes.
And if we need a little bit more. Maybe that's the money we were getting from the small enemies. Is after we get these 2 Soul Warriors, we'll have enough money for 4K, which is a good play.
If she's routing Geo that precisely, I am extremely impressed. I know she's smart and she loves micro-optimizations like this, but if she did that on the fly, I will be insanely impressed. Never in a million years would I have thought to do that.
We do have Rescue Zoe marked by TAIGA. We're picking up the second King's Idol.
We are...
So getting a little bit close on the Soul Warrior fight. Should be just about dead. Yep, there we go.
Okay. Okay, good.
We're gonna want to try playing it a little bit safe, leaving here, going towards main sanctum for that second,
Yes.
Soul Warrior.
I'm hoping she is going to heal.
Yeah, the second Soul Warrior has like 1/4 the HP that this Soul Warrior does. With Shade Soul, it makes it so much faster. On top of that, and yeah, Taiga making his way towards Tram Pass, and we'll see very soon if we did bench.
What do you think would be better, having benched or not having benched?
I think I like benching a little bit more. With the amount of money we have, it means that we can buy Hidden Stag Station, and lets us get wings. You were pretty certain. It's not. We didn't bench. But yeah, once you see that this 2 Soul Warriors is marked, you're kind of happy to see it. That you go for wings. Looks like Taiga is going to sell to Lem, is the plan, most likely. I would like to see Serp go directly into Kingdom's Edge to get these 2 King's Idols.
I agree, yes.
Alright, looks like that is the plan, which is good. I'm surprised that Taiga did not just immediately go for the King's Idol. Oop, we're going down, not going for King's Idols, actually. Kind of surprised that... Yeah, Wings is most likely the plan. Getting a little bit more money.
Maybe just a bit of extra geo and Wings spent 4k.
Yeah. Taiga going to finish off this map pins goal. Does have enough money to reach 4k, so we'll see if that's if he does spend up to it. I'm gonna assume that that's gonna be the case, which is kind of rough because Serp did farm a lot of this geo to get up to 4k. Maybe wanted to see that be immediately done. Ooh, Taiga
is not spending 4k, okay. Everyone has 4k geo and nobody is spending it. I'm also mildly worried about Serpin getting lined here. I mean, those 3 King's Idols are scary at this point.
Yeah, looks like Taiga is going to Cliffs to get that 3rd one.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking as well.
Probably also going to get a Lifeblood Heart, or going to get Joni's Blessing as well, maybe. Serp getting the Geo Rock
just so she can sit on the bench and still afford.
We did not bench. We bought the toll and then left. We did not bench.
You know what? I'm just not gonna ask questions.
Alright, and the stream a little bit delayed, but Taiga does pick up that 3rd King's Idol. And that's going to be very spooky, being Serp now.
Yeah, this is not a place you want to be honest.
Serp getting down to 1 HP in Malix. We'll see if Taiga wants to actually just send the row 4, or if we're just gonna... Ooh, okay. Serp does immediately warp out, seeing that pressure. Yeah.
Dreamnail, I assume.
Yeah, this is just for Dreamnail. We're in a little bit of a bad position here, because we didn't block that 3 King's Idols. But it's hard to see. With where, because Taiga did mark all this within a pretty reasonably small window. Oh yeah. Looks like Taiga is not gonna... No, we're gonna cross with the Tram Pass. Taiga is going to actually...
Oh, so this is a race now. Okay, that is actually very good for Serpin, because she wants Taiga to waste as much time as possible currently.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a waste. Oh, we're just buying life blood
Oh,
hearts.
yeah, that would also make sense. I forgot about that part. Do we keep going to Dream now, though, is the question.
We'll see. We do not. Okay. We'll see what Taiga wants to do with this.
Wings, I guess, would make a lot of sense.
Yes, this is actually kind of interesting position for Serp to be in, because it may not seem like it, but Serp has a pretty decent game plan with Hornet Hera, and then you get your QG stag and grubs and simple keys, and you have priority on your shade cloak goals with Sharp Shadow and Trader Lord.
Actually, here's a question for you. You're Serpent in this position. You kill Hornet 2. Do you pick up Brand?
I don't. I think if we mark it before Wings is marked, like if Serp has any reason to believe that Taiga is not going for it, I say that we get it. But if we don't see any mark, I think we just have to say that they're going for Hornet Hera.
Yes. Now the question is, what is Taiga going for? He could be getting nailed 2, or he could be getting a second pill and then nailed 2.
Yeah, I think where Serp is going into QG. I'm a little interested.
DV stack, I guess? It's not the worst thing.
Yeah. Alright, good QGA from Serp. Yeah, unless Serp is already planning this column 5 after blocking this. I think this is a little bit of. I think it's a little bit of a weird play if we're not doing that.
If this is a column 5 prep play, I love this.
Yeah, it does require. A lot of prep.
It's also a massive gamble. But
it's also very
feel hard arena now.
It is very gambling, because Serp does not know if Taiga is going for this goal or not.
Exactly.
But yeah,
To be fair, Serpin. Okay, wait. Technically, you can argue Serpin does know that Taiga was going for Collector King's Idols. So he would have been rushing that and not getting Julie's Blessing first, meaning to mark Lifeblood Heart Julie's Blessing, he would have had to climb up from the King's Idol to get to Julie's Blessing, so we can be at least somewhat confident-ish that Taiga isn't hard rushing the line.
I'd agree with that. I think that's a reasonable call. It is rough for Serp to have not picked up the basin key when we were down there.
True, yes.
But yeah.
I'm bewildered that Spend 4K is not marked yet, by the way. Just want to point that out.
I think it'll be, what is this? After 250 is spent on Deep Nest Stag, we'll be at 394.
Yep.
Yeah, we're marking wings from Taiga here. That'll give Serp room to breathe a little bit. Definitely not the best position to be in, currently 6-1. But at least it's not immediately getting blind.
Exactly.
And yeah, Serp will have a... I think we have 3 eggs right now, is that true?
Sounds about right,
surely
yes.
Serp does know that she needs to kill Hornet 2 to get Hornet at Hera, right?
this. I really hope she does not lock herself out of this goal. That's a problem.
And
Surely we're
TAIGA
just opening up
going to
Beast
finish
then.
this 4K Geo spent. Yeah.
Different
Never
question.
mind, we're not finishing off 4K spent. Interesting decision.
I am so
getting
confused.
We're getting this mimic. Makes reasonable sense.
Okay, fair enough, Mimic.
Alright,
So,
and we'll see if Serp gets this Rancid Egg.
so
Yeah,
different question.
not getting
You are
mimics.
TAIGA in this position. How do you apply as much pressure as humanly possible?
I think it's just mark as many goals as you can possibly. I think you are ahead by so much that all you need to do is block off the 2 goals that you have, the 2 lines that are left for Surf to get, and you
3.
are.
Oh, okay. Now it's 2 lines. Yeah,
Yeah.
I personally wouldn't have warped. I would have kept going for Crown Veilor or Veilor immediately into Nail 2.
Okay, yeah, Surf did lock themselves
That's
out of Hornet at Hera.
unfortunate.
So we are kind of in column 5 or bust somehow.
Time for column 5, I guess. That's unfortunate.
Did TAIGA buy a key? Is that what TAIGA? Yeah, TAIGA does have 2 simple keys, so yeah, we are in an issue, and Serp
That's
not knowing
also...
that this goal, how the goal works necessarily. Yeah, definitely not something that you think about a lot, about how this goal works, but yeah,
It's
that is
quite unfortunate. Yeah,
unfortunate, yeah.
I can say with confidence that this is just tournament pressure. We have talked about this goal. She knows the requirements for this goal. This is just blanking from the pressure.
Yeah. Could you look in the chat?
I am okay with that if you think that's better.
I think it's reasonable.
Yes, I think that's good for
Okay.
now. Okay, so I think Serpin has GG'd out since she no longer can win in any way. I think we can pull both players into our VC for postgame.
Yeah, kind of a rough way for the match to go, but...
Hello, TAIGA. You are
in.
probably very surprised by being pulled in. Serpin has unfortunately forgotten about the Hornet 2 kill requirement, so she has no way of winning this match at this point.
Oh.
So, first game goes to TAIGA. GG, well played. Yeah. Does anyone have anyone to say or add?
Not really. GG's.
Yeah, I think like the handing from both players was very good. It did just happen that the brain made the difference on this one. I think Serpin in a few spots did actually or outperform in handing, but like balances out pretty much with handing throughout the whole thing. So
I
nothing to
would
feel
agree with
bad
that.
about. It was a good match.
I do have to say, we talked quite a bit at the start of the game that this is not an easy board. Like this board is extremely difficult to come up with a plan. It is. I would personally say this is unusually difficult for a lockout board.
Yeah, definitely a rough one to figure out what you need to do in a lockout situation. Yeah. Anything else from the players?
Join the Biggie Discord. Come hang out with us.
Do we have a watch party? We probably have a watch party. We do not.
I think it's
Yeah,
like
we do
2
have a
people.
watch party.
We
There's a
do.
watch party, yeah.
Okay, well, I think that's it then. GG, well played to both
Yep.
players. Thanks for playing.
GGs.
Thanks for participating.
Well,
And
I mean,
thanks for Kron for co-commentating with me. It
And
was
thanks for
awesome.
also for commentating.
okay, well, that was the fastest interview ever, just looking at that. Well, before we go anywhere, though, I'd like to bring in a quick reminder that submissions are still open for Bingathon Summer 2026. I have to quickly remember the date immediately. Your submission deadline is 9 p.m. UK time. That's 10 p.m. Central Europe, 5 p.m. Eastern America on May the 17th. That is a Sunday. So please get those submissions in if you've not done so already. We'd love to see that submissions ticket get filled up really quickly. Are we hoping to see some Hollow Knight down the road from even the mentors, if not any of the growing mentees?
We don't normally play anything outside of the Bingy server, but potentially.
Well,
I mean, there is a tournament going on right now.
There is currently the tournament happening, so...
There is probably going to be quite a bit of bingo on the Hollow Knight community Twitch channel.
and what is that Twitch channel then? Is it just
it's
Hollow
just
Knight?
Hollow Knight
It is just Hollow Knight community, yeah?
Hollow Knight community.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, makes perfect sense.
Very simple. Straight into the point.
Yes, great.
Can I post the link in the Twitch chat?
Feel free.
Or Serpent has beat me to it.
Oh, very good. Hey. Turn me out, Mushi3 Fire. Okay. Nice, thank you.
Oh, and also, after having thanked the players and my co-commentator, thank you to the restreamer. Was
Oh.
very cool.
Yes, thank you.
Alright, thank you, and I'm so glad that everything did not turn out on fire. But we do have we do have 2 more mentees arriving tomorrow morning. According to the events, we're going to be seeing Skitter and Joshua. That'll be at 10 a.m. UK, 11 a.m. Central Europe. That's a ridiculous 5 in the morning for for Eastern
Yeah.
America. What is this?
Yeah,
Good
a
luck.
little bit out of my time range, but maybe I'll be there.
We'll see if we can get
I'll watch
someone
my
on board to
mentee.
calm this one. A 5 a.m.
Yeah,
showing
it's
isn't too
probably
unusual for
going
anyone.
to be me, to be honest.
Well, I mean, we'll see what happens. Alright, so
You
we're going
can't get rid of me and my stupid lines that easily.
Nah, we're not. You're more than welcome to drop more of them. Alright then, so we'll be back here again Saturday morning for match number 2 of the Hollow Knight mini tournament as part of Get Yourself Bingo in Season 2. Make it a great night, and we will see you all tomorrow morning.